Hey, Trip Kramer here from tripadvice.com, and today I want to talk to you about condoms. I'm going to give you a few tips, no pun intended. Now, why should you be wearing condoms? I hope that this is something you've learned in health class. I don't want to turn this video into a PSA, but obviously condoms prevent diseases, STDs, STIs, and unwanted pregnancy. So if you're sexually active, very important for you to be using condoms. I'd say the only exception is you and her have both been tested, you both are aware of your sexual history, and at that point it's up to you whether she's on birth control or whether or not you're about to have a kid. Either way, condoms, very important. So what I want to go over is three really big mistakes that a lot of guys make with condoms, and these are ones that you should know. This is going to help when you're using them and when you're sexually active with women. So the first one is this. The first mistake is a lot of guys don't really know how to pick out the correct type of condom. What I urge you to do is to get major brands. Try not to get some of those free condoms that you get at any of the, sexual health clinics and things like that. I think it's better for you to be getting name brands, things that have been reviewed, things that have been rated, and you can look that up pretty much all over the internet and find out which one is best for you. I'll give you a couple suggestions in just a second, but it's important that you get those because I want you to be using a brand that is reliable, so it doesn't slip off easily, so it doesn't break, which, by the way, that can still happen even with major brands, but still something you should be looking out for, right? So you want to get the reviews and know that this is something that many people have used before and that it's a quality brand. Now, my suggestion for you in terms of picking out condoms would be something that feels good, right? So there are condoms out there that are made that are thin and have more sensation when you wear them. I found that a lot of the Trojan brands, those don't feel as best. I know a lot of people have told me that they don't like them either. Some ones that you can look up that are known to be thin and feel good are Crown. That's a one that's actually rated very highly, and no, I'm not getting paid by them to suggest that. Another one is Kimono. That is, I believe, a Japanese condom that's very popular and also is one of those thin ones that works very well and is also very durable. So it's up for you to test and figure out what's best, but again, name brand, and for your pleasure, probably something that's on the thin side. Now, the second mistake that guys make is not putting the condom on properly, and this can be fairly devastating when you do this, because if you don't put it on properly, you increase chances of breakage. So how do you do this? Well, I'm not going to demonstrate here. Maybe another video I'll get a banana and show you exactly how to do it. But the basic idea here is when you unroll it on yourself, you want to leave at least a ½ inch of room at the top. And that's going to make it so it's a little bit looser, it's not so tight, and again, you will prevent breakage. Some guys put it on backwards, some guys put it on too loose. I know this is going to sound a little weird to you, but I suggest that if you don't have any experience putting on a condom, maybe best to not put it on some of the first times that you're getting sexual with a girl. Maybe it's something that you should be practicing on your own. So I suggest you do that. Get a condom, practice putting it on, so when it is time to put it on with the girl, you'll know exactly what you're doing. And also, this should go without saying, do not unroll it before you put it on. The whole idea is to unroll it as you put it on. If you unroll it first, you're gonna have a very difficult time getting it to fit properly. So make sure you fix that. Okay, here's the last mistake, and I'm really hoping that you stuck around. And if you are, well, good for you, because this is one that is very important. A lot of guys mess this up. You need to understand how to store condoms properly. If you do not store them properly, and of course, when you buy them, you might be going a long time without having sex. So you have high risk of making them ruined or defective. You want to keep them in a cool, dry place. And no, not your wallet. The only exception to putting a condom in your wallet is if you know you're gonna be having sex that night, but do not store it in your wallet because it bends and it twists and it can get all messed up, and you don't wanna put that condom on. Instead, you want one that's fresh from the package, that's not out in sunlight, and that's not anywhere that's exposed to anything but a cool, dry place. Now, if you're wondering, how do you even get to the point where you're getting intimate, where you get the opportunity to use a condom? Well, I have a free video, it's called Trip's Tension Technique, where I demonstrate on a girl how to start getting physical with her and how to initiate the first kiss. Yes, it's me and a girl, and I'm actually demonstrating that move. And you can get that for free in the description below. I'm gonna put a link right there, and that might lead you to the point where you're actually using condoms, and hopefully in the proper way. Here's what I want you to do. I want everyone to take this very seriously. So if you're still watching this video, I want you to write down in the comments below, yes, Trip, I will use a condom. I wanna see hundreds of comments that say, yes, Trip, I will use a condom. So let me see those. Write that down below so everyone can see that and understand how important it is to have safe sex, to use condoms, and to be very careful when you are having sexual encounters with women. So write it down below. Yes, Trip, I will use a condom. Go check out Trip's tension technique. I'll see you, my friend, on the very next video.